4th of August, 2024. What's happening in the real estate inventory recently? We've been seeing a general uptick since the beginning of this year. In fact, today we are very close to 500 residential listings being for sale across all of the Santa Clarita Valley cities. That being the case, we think that that's probably going to indicate a slower market if the buyer drive slows down. What we've been seeing though is the buyer drive is continuing at the same pace it was before these additional listings have started to enter the market over a period of the last 6 to 8 weeks. What's going to end up happening in the future? A couple different things. We probably are not, at least in this foreseeable future, going to run out of houses to sell. However, that inventory, even though we see an increase, is going to stay very tight because of the increased buyer drive. We had the economy numbers coming out. The economic forecast doesn't look great with high levels of interest in the world as far as the mortgage rates go. Then we also have the other factor, we have unemployment, and we have those economic factors. It looks like that the Fed might do a rate adjustment in September. However, that rate adjustment is going to be the bank borrowing rate. If in fact they do that, then that could typically, as it does, trickle down and help the borrowers, people that are out there trying to get mortgages. Those numbers, while they're in the sixes and sevens now, and in some cases fives, might actually go high fives or low fours, or excuse me, high fours, low fives, which would be a different real estate market. I want to say it's going to be better. It's just going to start moving a lot faster. For some sellers, that's going to mean that that market's going to be an improvement over present conditions. Some sellers love that competition factor where they have multiple people wanting to buy their house over and above what their list price is. Who doesn't love that? But there are issues that come with that market, just like there are issues for buyers that come with that same market. We still have high competition, but you couple the present levels of competition with the present inventory and throw on top of that an interest rate reduction, then we're going to see properties move even faster, and those buyers, that competition level between buyers, are going to be more and more higher. That's going to create a lot of stress and anxiety out there. So be prepared to that. For that, people talk about getting into real estate, not wanting to have that whole game and that mess and the competition and that countering back and forth. In this particular market, folks, that is the price of admission, whether you're a seller or a buyer. Let me throw this at you before I leave. Real estate sellers, there's a lot of syndication sites and systems out there that are telling you to sell your house with these particular companies because they're going to make it stress-free. It's going to be easy. You're not going to have anything to worry about. In fact, they'll buy your house directly from you. You don't even have to show it to anybody. The problem, of course, as always, the problem is money. If in fact you could make the same amount of money that you would by listing your house with a realtor, having it priced accordingly, having it professionally photographed, having it market and advertised to that agent sphere of influence, plus every other agent in that local market, plus those large mega relocation sites, so you get multiple avenues of exposure for the residents. If you could sell it for the same without having to show it versus all the other inconvenience, sure you would. The issue is when these companies are going to buy your property, they have an interest. More than likely, they want to make a profit from your property. Now, do they have that long range view of 5 years from now, cashing in on that equity, buying your house from you today at market value? No, they don't. They want it now. So they're probably going to take it, probably going to build into that contract some kind of ridiculous price reduction strategy. If they're not going to buy it themselves, if they're going to sell it for this least inconvenience model that they try to purport. Watch out. If you're a real estate buyer going to be signing a buyer broker contract, something else to be concerned about as well. Are you going to be saddling with this particular real estate agent for all of them, which is fine, good for you. That commitment thing is valid. Or are you going to be somebody that just wants to see one property with one agent at one time and not owe him or her any other future listings unless they, of course, earn it and show you the value? Who would have thought? You actually have a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're selling or buying real estate, you have that choice. I hope everybody is well. Thanks for watching our update. Today's the 4th of August, 2024. We will talk to you soon. Make sure you go to Santa Clarita, openhouses.com, to see all of the real estate news and my blog there, and search and see every single listing for sale all across the Santa Clarita Valley cities. I'm Connor McIver, over and out.